The Washington Commanders preseason has officially concluded as they beat the Cincinnati Bengals 21-19 today in the final week of the preseason, and there were many, many positives to go over, break down from this game, to take away from this game. I will obviously go position by position, from the offense down to the special teams. So yeah, if you guys are new to my channel, leave a like down below, subscribe, turn on notifications. On the road to 3K subs, so if you could hit that sub button, I really appreciate it. And let's get to the video. So, um, first, yeah, starting with the quarterbacks first. Obviously, the starters didn't play. First of all, today, none of the starters played. Actually, our interior offensive line, our starting interior offensive line, did play. That is Nick Gates, Sadiq Charles, and Sam Cosmi. Those guys played, but only for like 1 or 2 series. So those guys are out quick. And obviously the starting quarterback was Jacoby Brissett. He went 10 for 15, 96 yards, 1 touchdown. Now, those are pretty solid stats, but if you actually watch the game, those stats do not replicate how he played today. Jacoby Brissett, he had, first of all, I'm pretty sure he had a pass that was a dropped interception. It should have been an interception, so that's one negative. Another is he took 3 sacks today, or actually no, I think he only took one. Either took 1 or 3, I'm not sure, but one of the sacks I remember was a really bad sack. He was hanging on to the ball for way too long. The offensive line actually did a really, really good job today. They did a very solid job. Um, they were giving Jacoby Brissett and Jake Fromm time. They were pass blocking well, obviously. They were run blocking well. So the offensive line was very, very good today. I will say the offensive line has looked better. They were pretty bad against the Browns, like really bad. They struggled against the Browns, but against the Ravens they improved, and today they improved as well. So the offensive line has progressively been getting better throughout this preseason. But back to Jacoby Brissett, he didn't look great today. We needed to see better out of him. I mean, the touchdown he had was to Mitchell Tinsley. I'll get to him later. Mitchell Tinsley had an outstanding day. He really did. I really think he's gonna make the roster, but I will get to him once I break down the wide receiver. So that's Jacoby Brissett. Jake Fromm, man, I'm really impressed with Jake Fromm. I mean, what he's done these past 2 weeks, and I know obviously against backups. Well, he's a backup, so it's like, it's what it is. But man, he's been playing really, really well. He's been looking very good. He was 13 for 18, 144 passing yards, 2 tutties. I mean, he was very, very solid today. Both touchdowns, very good touchdowns, very solid throws. He was making the good, right reads, solid throws. So not Jacoby Brissett. Jake Fromm, he was very solid today. Obviously, he's not gonna be QB2. He's still gonna be QB3. But I've been impressed with Jake Fromm. Obviously, as Commanders fans, we don't like Jake Fromm. Every time, he steps on the field during preseason, um, we turn the game off, or what people like to joke around about, like when Jake Fromm steps on the field, they turn the game off. But Jake Fromm, he was very solid today. He definitely was solid today. Look like what I saw from him, and hopefully we can see. Well, he's probably not gonna step on the field during the regular season, but if he does, not hopefully he doesn't, because I wouldn't want to see him. That would mean something bad happened, like Sam Howell got injured, Jacoby Brissett got injured, our QB1 and QB2s got injured. So, hopefully that doesn't happen. But I really did like what I saw from not Jacoby Brissett, Jake Fromm today. Moving on to the running backs, man. All 4 running backs that played today looked really good. Starting with Chris Rodriguez, he had 7 carries for 52 yards. His longest carry was 25 yards. He was very solid today. I really like what I saw from Chris Rodriguez. He's like a mini Brian Robinson. I mean, he's a bulldozer. He'll get you yards after contact. I mean, I really like Chris Rodriguez as our running back 3. I'm really, really glad we drafted him. He's going to turn out to be a very solid addition to this offense, very solid running back, and he'll have a good role. He'll have a role once the regular season starts and throughout the entire season. So I'm really excited to watch Chris Rodriguez play in the regular season. Jaret Patterson, he had a man. Jaret Patterson, I really hope he makes the roster. I mean, we might just keep 3 running backs, but if we keep 4, Jaret Patterson is for sure our running back 4. I mean, 8 carries, 51 yards. He just looked so strong running the ball. He's so shifty. He's so little, and it's hard to tackle him because he's so little. Defenders won't know where he is. He's like 5'8", 5'7", pretty sure 5'6". So Jared Patterson, love him, man. I mean, PG County. He was born, raised in PG County. So gotta rep him, but gotta support him always, all the time. So I mean, Jared Patterson, love what I saw from him today. Really did. He's definitely a running back four if we do keep four running backs. If not, he's for sure going on the practice squad. But hey, somebody might. I mean, stealing from the practice squad. I'm pretty sure we can protect four players from teams that can just sign players of our players off of the practice squad. So we might protect Jared Patterson, but we will see. Derek Gore, he had a nice game, 6 carries, 28 yards. He was looking very, very good today, actually. And then Jonathan Williams, 4 carries, 19 yards. He was really solid. So, like, all in all, our running backs, man, all of our running backs throughout this whole preseason training camp, they've been looking amazing. B-Rob, Gibson, C-Rod, Patterson, Gore, and Williams. I mean, hey, if we only keep 3 running backs, and I'm probably sure if we keep 3 running backs, obviously they're going to be B-Rob, Gibson, and C-Rod. Patterson, Gore, and Williams, they could all just go on the practice squad. So we'll see how that goes. Moving on to the receivers, like I said, Mitchell Tinsley was outstanding today. 3 catches, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. He definitely made his case to make the roster. I mean, right now in the wide, and it's becoming easier to kind of figure out who will be the last 2 wide receivers or last 1 or 2 wide receivers to make the roster. Obviously, we know the 4 locks: Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Curtis Samuel, and De'Ami Brown. I think Byron Pringle will take the 5th wide receiver spot, and then I think Mitchell Tinsley will get that wide receiver 6 spot with his performance today. I mean, that touchdown, and he should have had 2 touchdowns today. His second touchdown would have been from Jake Fromm. It was a great pass from Jake Fromm. Unfortunately, I think he stepped out, or maybe he didn't. I'm not sure, but the officials said he stepped out the 1-yard line. I think that was a touchdown. Me personally, I didn't see where he stepped out, but I think he should have had the touchdown. But it is what it is. Mitchell Tinsley overall played amazing today. And first of all, I want to quickly go to Kazmir Allen. Kazmir Allen, he just ruined his chance of making the roster. He had 2 drops today. He muffed 1 punt, and that muff punt was pretty bad. We almost lost the ball, but luckily we got it back. He landed on top of it, so that's good. But Kazmir, he just can't do that. And this has been happening throughout training camp. Not the muff punts, but the drop passes, the drop catches. I mean, over the past week or 2 during training camp, we've heard that Kazmir Allen has had trouble catching the ball. He's had like 1, 2, maybe 3 drops so far in training camp, maybe even more. So Kazmir Allen, I mean, it's definitely looking like he won't be making the roster. Like, if he didn't drop those passes or he didn't muff the punt, I would definitely see him making the roster, because he's so far during this preseason, he's done a good job returning punts. He looks explosive out when he has space to work with on green grass ahead of him. So Kazmir Allen, he's been looking really good at punt and kick returner. It's just he just needs to catch the ball. He needs to hold on to the ball, and that's the problem. So we're probably gonna keep 7 wide receivers. Right now, I have us keep and predict Terry McLaurin, Jahan, Kirko, De'Ami, obviously, and then Pringle, Tinsley will have the wide receiver 5 and 6 spot, and for our returner spot, it's probably going to be Dax Milne, unfortunately. I mean, obviously, Dax Milne, he just wasn't good last year. Obviously, he didn't muff the punt. He didn't muff the punt at all. He was a very safe guy, but we just need somebody that's more explosive when returning the ball, and just Dax Milne doesn't provide that. But we can't afford if our returner muffs the punt or can't catch the ball at all when on offense. So we can't afford that at all. So we're probably going to keep Dax Milne at 7 as wide receiver 7. So yeah, that's unfortunate then for Kazmir Allen. Maybe he makes the practice squad. We'll see, but he just ruined his chance to make the roster, in my opinion. Brian Tremaine, he played pretty good today. 3 catches, 26 yards, had 1 touchdown. He was solid. Brandon Dillon had 2 catches for 23 yards, 1 touchdown. Derek Gore, like I said, he had a very nice day. 3 catches, 23 yards. Cole Turner has been looking outstanding this preseason. He's been looking really, really solid. He had, once again, 4 catches for 20 yards today, his longest being 9. He caught all his 4 targets, so Cole Turner, he has been looking really really solid. So he'll be good. Maybe if Logan Thomas doesn't return week 1, he's gonna return week 1. But Cole Turner, I can see him being a very solid tight end 2, and maybe he even takes over as tight end 1 midway through the season or throughout any point of the season. So we'll see about that. And Byron Pringle, he had a catch for 10 yards, and you guys see the other season stats. Moving on to the defense. Oh, and like I said, the O-line played really, really well today, so that is good. Moving on to the defense. Defense, obviously, our starters did not play. The second string defense didn't really look good. I mean, on the Bengals' opening drive, they allowed a touchdown. Wasn't good at all. Our secondaries was kind of getting cooked throughout the day, and the Bengals were running the ball on us a good amount. Not gonna lie, but hey, it's the backups. But we need to see some stuff from the second string. We needed to see that the second string could perform because I mean the second stringers are the backups to our first stringers. If one of our first stringers go down, we need our backup, the second string guy, to step up. So we needed to see better from the second stringers, and I just don't think we got a lot of that today. Now there were some guys that played good, like Jartavius Martin. He had 5 tackles today. He was very solid. I'm pretty sure he had a hit stick today. That was a really nice hit stick. Actually, I saw that. So Jartavius Martin, this was probably his best game of the preseason. He just needs to get better at coverage. Really, I mean, I'm pretty sure the Bengals' first touchdown actually on their opening drive, or not, yeah, on their opening drive, Jartavius Martin, I'm pretty sure he got lost in coverage, kind of, and he just lost a man in the back of the end zone. So he just needs to get better in coverage. He's gonna get better throughout the season. He's still developing. Obviously, he's still a rookie, so I think he'll get better. But right now, I just don't see. I mean, he just didn't look good in coverage. But it's all right. He's gonna get better. I'd say I give him to like week 8, week 9, just throughout the season. I'm pretty sure Jartavius Martin will be good. Dijon Harris, he had 8 tackles. Oh, Kaliki Hudson. Kaliki Hudson was very, very good, man. I loved what I saw from Kaliki Hudson. Let me find him on here. He had 3 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. Both his tackles for losses were very, very impressive. So I really liked what I saw from Kaliki Hudson. Very solid backup linebacker to whoever goes down between Cody Barton and Jamie Davis. So I really do like Kalika Hudson a lot. I love what I saw from him. Terrell Burgess had 4 tackles. He was okay today. Milo Eichfler had 4 tackles. Jace Whitaker had 3 tackles. Jace Whitaker, I'm pretty sure he had 2 pass breakups, 2 pass defenses today. He was very good as well. He was very, very solid today. Loved what I saw from him. Christian Holmes, he had 3 tackles. He was okay today. Kendall Smith, 3 tackles. William Bradley King, he was okay. Tariq Castro Fields, he had a really good pass defense, pass breakup earlier in the game. I like what I saw from him today. Dylan Anderson, he had 3 tackles. Jeremy Reeves, 3 tackles. David Mayo, 2 tackles. And you can see everything else. So overall, the defense, okay today, not the greatest. But at the end of the day, it's backups, it's preseason. It is what it is. And then Tressway punted it today, and Joey Sly, he didn't kick any field goals today, but he did knock down each of his extra points, which is very, very good. So that is basically it. That is the end of the preseason. We won 3-0 in the preseason, won all of our games. The last time that's happened was 2013, which is insane. So, that's the end of the video. Leave a like down below, subscribe, turn on notifications, on the road to 3K. So if you could hit that sub button, I'd really appreciate it. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out. Peace, guys.